Hey gamers, Gaming with Melkor here, bringing you another Clash Royale video. Now this video is going to be on my lower level Let's Play account, and it's going to be a deck spotlight, guys. We're going to be looking at my current deck, and I'm going to show you how it is performing. And this deck will work at arenas 1, 2 and 3, no problem at all, and will potentially even work at higher levels as well. So guys, let's just have a quick look at that deck. Firstly, we have the Mini P.E.K.K.A, which is very easy and very quick to unlock. Same with the Spear Goblins and the Valkyrie. You then have the Arrows, the Goblins, which are also very easy to unlock, the Giant, the lovely Musketeer, and it does have the Baby Dragon. Now, if you don't get the Baby Dragon in this deck, it will also work just as well with the Bomber, and it will also work with the Witch or the Prince as well. Obviously just slightly different dynamic to the actual deck. Now obviously I've been using this deck for the last couple of battles. Now don't get me wrong guys, I am playing lower level opponents, but obviously the last 3 battles with this deck, since I have modified, let me just have a double check. Yeah, so I've obviously used this deck for the last 3 or 4, 1, 2, the last 4 battles in fact, and before that all I did was have the Bomber in instead of the Valkyrie. But obviously as you can see, flawless victories across the board. Don't get me wrong guys, it's because I'm an experienced player playing against inexperienced players, but that doesn't change how effective this deck actually is. So I'm just going to show you a couple of little tidbits, a couple of replays. Now do me a big favour, stay till the end of this video and I'm going to go through a couple of tips and tricks on how this deck actually works. So let's have a look at the first replay. This was my last battle with this deck, and this was playing against Gilly as well. As always guys, in the start of the deck, you always want to wish your opponent good luck. I think that's very good to actually do. So in this deck, what you want to do really is get the Giant up front and get those troops behind it. These towers are going to go down very, very quickly due to the low level of HP. Like I said before guys, this deck will work very well from arenas 1 to 3, no problem whatsoever. It'll also work in arenas 4 and in arena 5 as well. So we're just going to counter this push by dropping our own Mini P.E.K.K.A to take out the Giant, our Goblins to take out their opponents as well, and we have the Baby Dragon up top as well. So our opponent's going to take our tower down to 600 hit points with a very well placed first attack. So we're going to take down that Musketeer, and we're going to start our little push down this right hand side. As you can see, we're going to drop that tower down to just under 1200. Now we're going to drop our Giant in the front here as our guys take out those archers. We're going to drop our Musketeer to take out that Bomber as well. Now our opponent here is going to drop down the Witch, but we've dropped down our Mini P.E.K.K.A, which is going to go straight for that Witch and take it out very quickly. As you can see, that Giant's at that tower already. As soon as that Mini P.E.K.K.A gets to that tower doing nearly 400 points a hit, that tower is just going to crumble as it did. We're going to take down their Mini P.E.K.K.A with our Mini P.E.K.K.A. Our Giant's going to get to that tower with our Musketeer just behind. We're not going to support it at this moment in time. We're going to let that Musketeer go down. There we go, just like that. But just like that, their main tower is down to 1550. We're going to drop our Baby Dragon in the back, and we're going to drop the Valkyrie at the front to take out that Musketeer due to its high level of HP. We're going to drop our Giant now to obviously take all the hits from that tower, and we're going to take out that Bomber very, very quickly. At this point, this is nearly game already. We're going to drop our Musketeer in the back to do a bit of additional damage, take out that Knight. But that tower's just going to crumble like that for a very easy 3-0 victory. Don't get me wrong guys, a lot of this down is obviously we're playing inexperienced players who don't know how to utilise the cards that they actually have. But the thing is with this deck is that it is so versatile and will work against all decks at these lower levels. Anyone can pick up this deck and play very, very well with it. So anyone in arenas, at least arenas 1 to 3, and even arenas 4 and 5, this deck is for you. So we're going to look at another 3-0 victory, and then we're going to do a live attack. Now I'm not very good at commentary on live attacks, but we'll see how we get on with that. So obviously no Giant in this starting hand, but that's not so bad. We do have the Baby Dragon, so I like to start with the Baby Dragon in back. I'm just going to wait though to see what our opponent does first. Now he's going to use that Witch up front, so we're going to drop our Baby Dragon down to take that out. We're going to drop down the Goblins to help, and we're going to take out that Giant as quickly as possible. We're going to use our arrows just to take down those Spear Goblins, and then we're going to drop our own Giant to start our own little push down this side. As soon as their Giant goes down, our guys are going to follow up behind Unfortunately, that was very poor placement from the spear goblins for me. Oops. But, oh well. And as you can see, guys, like I was showing you, these towers have so little HP, that tower is just disintegrating in front of our very eyes, with our opponents not really having the option to do anything about it. So we take out their musketeer, our giant's taking the bulk of the damage from that. Now, unfortunately, that bomber is going to take out those goblins. Not very well played by me there. But we are going to get their tower down to under half health. At this moment in time, guys, we are looking strong. So we're just going to wait to let that elixir build up a little bit before we drop the Valkyrie on that bomber's head and to do some damage to that giant. We're also going to drop down our own mini P.E.K.K.A to take out that giant. And then we are going to arrow down those spear goblins. That gives us a good start now to start pushing for an attack on this tower. The mini P.E.K.K.A is going to push that Valkyrie all the way to the tower, and it's at this point our opponent has basically given up, knowing that he's not going to win. So in they go, and there goes that tower again for a solid 3-0 victory. Like I said, guys, before, a lot of this is to do with the fact that the opponents at this level aren't very good because they're just new to the game, but that doesn't necessarily mean that this isn't a good deck, because this is a very good deck and will work very well. So let's do it now then. Let's jump into our first live battle of the match. So let's just click the battle button and let's see how we do. Let's hope it's not a loss, because that will be embarrassing. Now, we are playing a level 3 this time, so the HP on the towers is slightly higher, and they do have 239 cups. So as always, guys, wish our opponent good luck. We're going to let our big elixir build up, and then we're going to drop the Valkyrie just in front here, just to take down this horde. That should absolutely destroy it. We're going to then drop down our baby dragon. Waste of arrows. There we go. We're going to take down their mini P.E.K.K.A with our Valkyrie and our baby dragon. Oh dear, very poor place from the musketeer by me. So we're just going to leave the baby dragon to do a bit of damage to that tower. I'm not going to support it. There's no point at this moment in time. And then we're going to start our own push in a minute. So we're going to drop down the giant, and then we're going to drop down the spear goblins just behind. We're going to arrow down that horde. There we go, just like that. As these guys push them on and waste their own arrows, we're going to drop our own arrows in now. Our own arrows, our own mini goblins to push that giant forward. Them goblins are going to take out that knight as that giant takes out that tower. As soon as that tower goes down, we're going to drop our own baby dragon down as well. We're going to drop the musketeer in the back. Obviously, I think our opponent's given up. Good game. As we take down that tower very quickly. Is our opponent going to put up a defense, or is he just going to let us take it down? I think he's just going to let us take it. No, not just yet. So we're just going to wait for that to come and hit us. We're going to drop down our Valkyrie here just to take them all out, because I love just watching those guys get obliterated in front of that Valkyrie. As soon as the Valkyrie starts moving forward, we're going to drop down the giant up front. We're going to drop down the goblins behind, and then this should be it for 3 crowns. I'm going to take out that mini P.E.K.K.A very quickly, and the tower's going to go down as well for another solid 3-0 victory. Again, guys, good game, well played. Our opponent did his best, but obviously he just wasn't capable of stopping at this point. So, guys, this is the deck that works very well from arenas 1 through to 3 to start with, and will also work very, very well in arenas 4 and 5. And that involves the amazing mini P.E.K.K.A at this level, who is absolutely deadly because it just deals so much damage to those towers in one hit. The spear goblins, the Valkyrie, we have the arrows, the goblins, the giant, the musketeer, and the baby dragon. I must admit, guys, I absolutely love this deck. So just a couple of quick tips really. Firstly, with this deck, and especially at these lower levels, 1, let your opponents play first where possible, just so you can see what they're going to do and what they're capable of doing. When you've got cards such as the Valkyrie and things like that, and the arrows, it's then easy to counter certain cards very, very quickly. The second big one is always try and get your goblins down behind your giant. Firstly, those goblins will push that giant towards that tower very, very quickly, and the meat shield of the giant will protect those goblins, who will be doing the bulk of the damage. Those 3 little guys deal an incredible amount of damage to opponents and to towers. The same works with the Valkyrie and the mini P.E.K.K.A. Get the Valkyrie down to do that splash damage. Get that mini P.E.K.K.A down behind it to push that Valkyrie forward. The Valkyrie does the splash damage. The Mini P.E.K.K.A does the bulk of the damage to your harder opponents, such as your giants, etc. And just watch those towers and those high HP troops, such as the giant, disintegrate. Always try and keep your musketeer in the back, keep it well protected, use it on both offense and defense where necessary. A lot of the time I will use the musketeer at the back to start off a defense, then when it's done what it needs to do, drop a giant in front and let that musketeer follow that giant up the field, dealing damage to those troops as it goes. So guys, that's the deck that I am currently using in the lower arenas. We have the Mini P.E.K.K.A, the Spear Goblins, the Valkyrie, the Arrows, the Goblins, the Giant, the Musketeer and the Baby Dragon. We have plenty of high hit point troops, we have plenty of splash damage, we have plenty of hard hitting troops, all for 3.5 elixir, average elixir cost. So guys, that's it from me. If you like what you see, comment below, let me know. If you've not subscribed already, do me a big favour and hit that subscribe button, and I will see you gamers next time. Take care.